Welcome back to another exciting episode of Wine and Dollies. This week I'm just going to show off some recent thrift purchases that I've acquired over the past, well, I guess it's been a few weeks now since my last video. So we've got a little bit of catching up to do. A little bit. So I've already cracked open the wine just because I wanted to, I guess. Nothing special this week. It's just complimentary hotel wine that my friend gave me. So I am drinking it, and honestly, not the greatest stuff. My lighting isn't the greatest. I don't know how to fix it at this point. So I just decided to take my glasses off, which means I can't see anything properly. But that's okay, because this probably won't be a very long video. So let's just get started, I guess. Okay, so I've recently thrifted a bunch of mod dolls, and by a bunch I mean a couple. A couple? Anyway. And I kind of switch them around head-wise, just because some of their heads aren't on the original bodies and they weren't the best matches. So I've just kind of played roulette with their heads and kind of got them to where I want them to be. Okay, so first up I have a talking Barbie head on a regular click-knee Barbie body. Not sure who the body belongs to, but not talking Barbie because she doesn't have her talking stuff. I sort of was able to restyle her hair similar to how it should have been, or should be, I guess, with the exception of all the extra ribbons. She's just got a side pony, and she's actually rocking the ribbon from my Superman unboxing video, because I save all those. She's also wearing a Sparkle Girls outfit that I found at Walmart recently, which is actually part of this whole thing where I just got a bunch of clothes as well. So her head was actually kind of deformed, and I was actually able to reset it by boiling it, and it turned out pretty good, actually. I'm happy with her. Probably not going to focus. Not at all. Not at all. Also, if I'm looking, if I look like I'm looking in a weird spot, it's because I'm using the front-facing camera again, because I actually recorded this video yesterday a few times, and I couldn't get the camera to stay focused, and it was really frustrating for me trying to re-watch it and re-edit it, just because it just go. That's me pretending to be the camera. God. Anyway, just keep going here. So the next doll that I have is same sculpt, different doll. This is just a basic mod Barbie, really, on a swirl ponytail body. The only reason I'm saying it's a swirl ponytail body because the nail polish she originally had, which I have since kind of redone for reasons which I'll show you in a second. The dating and everything on her back matched up with a ponytail swirl, and she doesn't have click knees or anything, just hard legs. So yeah, and yeah, I had to restyle her hair, which I've kind of done successfully. It's still kind of weird in the front. Yeah, anyway. So, anyway, the reason I painted her nails is because, I don't know if this is going to pick up. Not really. Not really. Yeah, anyway, it's not really picking up. I had to give her a pinky transplant because her pinky was MIA. So I used another more recent Barbie as a donor and attached this pinky, and there is a color difference, but I'm okay with it for what it is. Um, Not like a pinky is that important, but she's complete, and that's great. And I'm actually really happy with how these two came out. I've actually been wanting this sculpt for quite a while, and I haven't been able to find one for a reasonable price. And since thrifting is amazing, yeah, I finally got not only one, but multiples of this sculpt now in different hair colors, which is great. Super great. Okay, next up I have a live action Barbie head on a Sunset Malibu Barbie body, because the head came on this body, which they don't really match at all. This head matches it better. I thrifted the Sunset Malibu Barbie at the same time I thrifted all these other dolls, and I already have multiple Malibu Barbies, so I wasn't too concerned about this one losing her body. And I think live action Barbie is much happier on it anyway. At least it seems that way. So, once again, click knee. These shoes are cute. Don't go with the dress really, but whatever. Just kind of ended up wearing leftovers. So her hair is pretty fried, but that's to be expected with a doll that's super old like she is. Actually, they're all super old. But yeah, I've kind of straightened it out the best I can. I don't really want to do a reroute on her just because she is so old, and her hair is livable. So that's fine. It's fine. So another doll that I found was another Canadian European standard Steffi Sculpt Barbie. I think she's number 7382. 7382. Regular Steffi Sculpt. This is actually my second one of these. So I don't really know why I got her, other than the fact I tend to have doubles of everything. So this doll was released from 1978 to 1980, I believe. So she's got like the typical non-click knee legs and basically the mod Barbie body for the most part, with the exception of, you know, the hands. But she's, I think, yeah, she's not even twist and turn. So at least I think Maud was twist and turn. She's not at all. But she is super pale, which is weird, because all the other dolls from that era are like tan and they didn't really retain color. But since she's more closer to 80s, maybe that's why. Okay, so this next doll was an unexpected purchase. She mostly jumped out at me because I recognized her crown as being a Ballerina Barbie. But the head sculpt threw me off, because Ballerina Barbie is typically this sculpt-ish. So to have a superstar Ballerina Barbie, I was very curious about how that came to be. So she came home with me. Her hair was pretty gross. The elastic in it had rotted and melted, and it was nasty. She also had some weird, hard, rocky stuff in her hair, which I have no idea what it was, but I managed to get it all out nice and clean, sort of reset into her original hairstyle to a point. I didn't plan on rebodying this doll. It just kind of happened. I also planned on making her more ballerina-like, and she ended up, I guess, more punkish. I blame the boots, mostly. They are kind of awesome. But yeah, overall, I really like this doll. She's actually Ballerina Barbie from 1983, I believe, which is, from my understanding, just a re-release of the original Ballerina Barbie from 1975, just with a different head sculpt, because why not, I guess. Um, I actually really like her face. It's not going to focus, of course, but it's, for being an 80s doll, she is more subtle than some other ones, especially some other ones that I have that has the makeup. So I'm really glad I got her. She actually, surprisingly, matches its body fairly well, which is great. Um, but yeah, good score. I'm really happy that I picked her up. As far as redressing options, I'm not sure what I can really do with her because I don't want to take her tiara off. But oh, whatever. Make do. Okay, so I also got a bunch of other dolls that I haven't cleaned up yet. These were just more of my priorities just because they were somewhat challenging to clean. Um, so I guess I'm just going to show off the other clothes that I got and wrap this up, I guess. So I guess I'll show off the rest of the Sparkle Girls outfits I got. Um, the thing about Sparkle Girl or Sparkle Girls is I've never seen them in Canada before, but they've been everywhere else as far as I can see from the internet. So when I noticed that these were available at my Walmart, I kind of jumped right in, grabbed them up because they weren't expensive by any means. They were like $3, rounding up. I think they were like $2.98. So anyway, I picked up this dress here because I thought it was really cute. I didn't pay close enough attention, didn't realize the pattern wasn't centered as best as it could have been, but I'm still happy with it. I actually thrifted this doll too. Oops. So yeah, I'm not quite sure who she is other than a diva mold, diva sculpt. I originally bought her to repaint, but I actually fell in love with her face. So I have another diva sculpt that I'm going to repaint, and we'll see how that goes because I don't paint often, but I get inspired. So no, yeah, normally when I do stuff like that, I either don't finish it if it's bad, or I do finish it and then show it off. More often than not, I just kind of hide it and pretend it never happened. So yeah, really happy with this dress. I was actually really surprised at how well it hangs on a doll, just because it is a thicker material. The only complaint I have is I wish it was a little longer, because it is a little short on regular Barbie. But that's fine, because Barbie can rock that look. I'm sure if you put it on a petite Barbie, it would probably fit and look a little nicer. But I'm not a huge fan of petite Barbie, so regular Barbie. Okay, so next up I have Jazzy, who is always fabulous with her staticky hair, which I have yet to fix. That should be next on my list. So this dress, I'm not a huge fan of the top part, but the skirt itself is pretty. I like the sequins that are on it. It has a nice sparkle to it. And it's unlike, I'm going to point this out, unlike Mattel clothing, it's full patterned, front and back, which is amazing for the price of this dress, because this dress was also $3 roughly, and yeah, good quality. It doesn't fit too bad on regular Barbie. It does close up in the back for the most part, which is awesome. Another thing I want to mention about the Sparkle Girls clothes is they come with an accessory. Like this dress here came with these shoes, which are actually really nice shoes, and they fit Barbie perfectly. This one came with a bag, and the other dress that my mod Barbie was wearing came with a bag. But I'm not a bag person, so the bags went goodbye. So yeah, I really recommend Sparkle Girls clothes. There are a few other outfits that I might get, but they're not top priority for me right now. I also got this Barbie Jacket is one of the new packs that are being released, or at least in Canada they're being released. Um, I wasn't sure about this jacket to begin with. I wasn't sure how it would fit, but getting it on a made-to-move body, it actually fits pretty well in all the right areas. Like, I wish the sleeves were a little longer, but the style, it makes sense that they're shorter. Um, I haven't tried it on other body types, mostly because I don't use the other body types, but it does look really cute on made-to-move. And I love my Canadian Barbie. She's so pretty. What else we got? Okay, so this one was actually a huge disappointment for me. The heart sweater. The heart sweater is small. It only really fits petite body, which, like I said, I don't use. So it's too short in the torso. It's almost okay on this live body, but on regular Barbie it looks like crap. At least in my opinion. Maybe I just got a weird sweater, but I'm not too keen on it. It's weird. It's a weird fit. It looked way better in the bag that it came in than on a doll. I might try it on a petite Barbie just to see how it fits, but right now I'm not 100% on it. And yeah, I maybe it's just because the Sparkle Girls clothes fit so much nicer than this, but this doesn't do it for me at all. Okay, so here's another disappointment from this line. These Barbie jeans. They. I wish I could show the. Yeah, I guess I hold her back here. The fit on these jeans is really weird. It is. I don't know. Every time I've purchased pants from the assortment bags that you can get, they never seem to fit how I think they should. Like, I feel like these pants should be really tight, really fitted, and they're not. They're really weirdly fitted. I kind of pinched them so they're a little nicer. But putting these jeans on a regular Barbie body, which is what I originally did, they look like crap. They did not fit well at all, which made me think they were made for the curvy body, but I couldn't get them on Kirby's legs at all. So the next guess for me was to put it on the newer style body, which isn't a perfect fit, but it is a much nicer fit. Um, so I had huge expectations for these pants. They kind of failed to deliver, and here we are. Um, this is kind of leading into the next doll I'm going to show, but yeah, I'm using the Poison Ivy top for her outfit. If that's not enough of a dead giveaway who the next doll is. Uh, okay, so after everybody on the internet seemed to have purchased a Disney, or not Disney, DC superhero girls, and me complaining that I could not find one in Canada, they showed up in Canada. And I was originally going to get Wonder Woman or Supergirl. And of course, I could not find either of them. So I ended up with Poison Ivy. And I reheaded her already. um, so what other people have pointed out already is that if you are using this body to rehead other dolls, it's kind of bulbous in the neck, sort of similar to a Monster High doll. So it flares here. So if you're going to use it with a regular Barbie head, you should mod this neck so it sits a little better, fits a little better, and doesn't look so awkward and weird. Um, Seeing how I just wanted this body to just basically see how it was, kind of experiment with it, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with her yet. Um, I'll probably just mod the neck for Barbie to use, just because the DC superhero girls are cute. they're not really my niche, I guess. Um, so as far as the body goes itself, I do like the sculpting. I do like the muscular sort of build. She's kind of dressed up like a college girl uh, who slept in. I guess my one issue with this body, though, is the leg sculpt seems a little weird to me. Like, it's the same width here as it is up here, and that doesn't seem right to me. And the feet are abnormally large. Another doll purchase I made after thinking about it for a long time was I pre-ordered the Comic-Con, San Diego Comic-Con Shira doll from Maddie Collector. And I'm excited. So excited. I actually got my shipping notice today that she is shipped, and I will see her eventually. And I say eventually because I decided to cheap out on shipping, and I didn't want to spend the extra bit to get her shipped quick. So I have to wait it out. So yeah, now I get to update every other day saying she's still not here. She's still not here. But it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it. From what I've seen of Shira online, she looks pretty awesome. Not gonna lie. So that's awesome. I'm great. I'm great. I'm excited for Shira. She's a huge part of my childhood, and I'm not gonna lie, I've kind of been watching the show again on DVD because I have the whole series. And that's been, I'm gonna say, time consuming. And you don't realize how much of 80s cartoons are reused animations, which is kind of, I don't know, you don't see that as much these days, I feel. I don't know. It's just something I noticed from rewatching it. Oh, another thing I wanted to mention is how much I really want those Integrity Toys My Little Pony dolls. And not because I'm a brony or a fan of My Little Pony in any sort of way, shape, or form. I think they're just really cute dolls and really well, or they were just executed really well as far as design and color and everything goes. Like, just from looking at them, you can tell which character they're supposed to be, even though they're not actually the characters. They're based on fans of those characters, if that makes sense. I thought it was kind of weird because their names are actually screen names based on those characters. Anyway, digressing. Whoosh. So, yeah, I really want them. I probably won't get that many of them. And by that many, I don't know. They're limited runs, which sucks because I hate limited runs. I much prefer mass release where everyone gets a chance to get the same doll versus everyone fighting over it and the price going crazy. So we'll see how that goes. Luckily for me, my main two, which are, I cannot think of their real names. I've been calling him Apple Daddy because anyway, it's actually based on the cowboy pony Applejack. Applejack, that's her name, not Apple Daddy. I really want that one, and the pink one, which I cannot think of its name. Anyway, doesn't matter. I would recommend looking them up if you haven't seen them yet. They are really cute. Just don't buy them all because I want a chance to get them. That's all I'm asking. So yeah, other than that, that's pretty much the end of this video. It's been kind of rambly, and I've hardly touched this wine, which I'm okay with because it's not that great, which is probably why I haven't touched it. Anyway, I'm probably going to end this now. Because, yeah, I'm just probably going to end this. I don't think I have anything else to talk about. Anyway, I hope you are all doing well. I hope you're having a great week. And I will hopefully talk to you sooner than later. Because the gap between this video and my last video, little longer than I intended. So, yeah. We'll have to see what we can do about that. Anyway, cheers. Talk to y'all later.